Hey there, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Just finished a little yoga session to clear my mind. How about you? What's been cooking in your world? Oh, that's such an interesting topic. Early humans probably started using wood for practical reasons, like making tools, building shelters, and creating fire. It was readily available and versatile. Can you imagine the first time someone figured out how to use a wooden stick as a tool? What a game changer. What aspects of wood use are you most curious about? Great question. Wood was essential for making early tools and weapons because it's strong yet lightweight. People crafted things like spears, bows, and even digging sticks from wood. These tools helped them hunt, gather, and defend themselves. It's fascinating how something so simple could shape their survival. Have you ever tried making something out of wood? It can be super satisfying. Oh, that's a cool evolution to explore. Initially, wooden structures were simple, like huts or lean-tos, built for basic shelter. As civilizations advanced, people started using wood for more complex designs, combining it with other materials like stone and clay. They built longhouses, temples, and even palaces. The creativity and engineering skills involved are just mind-blowing. What kind of ancient architecture fascinates you the most? That's a thought-provoking question. Wood was often the primary building material in early civilizations because it was abundant, easy to work with, and provided good insulation. Even though it's perishable, people valued its availability and versatility. Plus, many early societies had a deep connection to nature, so using wood felt harmonious. It's interesting how they balanced practicality with their environment. Do you have a favorite wooden structure that stands out to you? Ancient Egyptians and Greeks had quite different approaches to wood. The Egyptians primarily used wood for furniture, boats, and interior elements in their temples and tombs. They often used more durable woods, like cedar, which were imported. On the other hand, the Greeks were more innovative with wood, using it for shipbuilding, which was crucial for their trade and naval power. They also built wooden structures for theaters and temples. It's fascinating to see how their environments and needs shaped their use of wood. What do you find most intriguing about these civilizations' use of materials? Awesome question. Early civilizations used several key types of wood based on availability and properties. 1. Oak. Strong and durable, it was great for building sturdy structures and ships. 2. Cedar. Known for its resistance to decay, it was often used in temples and furniture, especially in Egypt. 3. Pine. Abundant and easy to work with, it was commonly used for various tools and structures. 4. Willow. Flexible and lightweight, it was used for making baskets and other woven items. These choices were influenced by the wood's strength, durability, and local availability. It's like they were little wood detectives figuring out the best materials for their needs. Do you have a favorite type of wood or a project you'd love to try? That's a fascinating question. The availability of food was crucial for the rise and fall of early societies. When food sources were abundant, like during agricultural revolutions, societies could thrive, grow, and develop complex structures. However, when food became scarce due to droughts, wars, or poor farming practices, societies faced challenges. People would struggle to survive, leading to migrations, conflicts, or even collapse. It's a reminder of how interconnected everything is: food, community, and survival. What's your take on how food security impacts modern societies? Great question. Early civilizations saw some fascinating innovations in woodworking tools that really advanced their craft. One dot saws. Simple hand saws made cutting wood more efficient. Two dot chisels. Used for carving and shaping wood, these allowed for more intricate designs. Three dot adzes. A tool similar to an axe, perfect for shaping and smoothing wood surfaces. Four dot bow drills. These allowed for more precise drilling and were essential for making joints and fastenings. These innovations helped artisans create more complex and durable wooden structures. It's amazing how a few clever tools can change the game. Have you ever tried your hand at woodworking? It can be such a creative outlet. Oh, that's a great topic. Early civilizations relied heavily on wood for transportation, and it played a vital role in their development. 1. Carts. Wooden carts were essential for moving goods and people. They were often pulled by animals, making trade and agriculture more efficient. 2. Taught ships. Wooden ships were crucial for fishing, trade, and exploration. Civilizations like the Egyptians and Greeks built sturdy vessels that could navigate rivers and seas, expanding their reach and influence. These innovations allowed for greater mobility, trade, and cultural exchange. It's fascinating how the use of wood in transportation helped shape societies. If you could travel back in time, what kind of ancient transport would you want to try? Food was absolutely essential for the development of early agriculture. Here's how. Dot 1. Sustenance. Reliable food sources allowed communities to settle in one place rather than being nomadic. This led to the establishment of villages and eventually cities. 2. Crop cultivation. Early humans learned to cultivate grains and vegetables, which increased food production and supported larger populations. 3. Animal domestication. With agriculture, people began to domesticate animals for food, labor, and companionship, further enhancing their agricultural practices. 4. Trade. Surplus food enabled a trade with neighboring communities, fostering economic growth and cultural exchange. Food really was the backbone of early agricultural societies. It's interesting to think about how far we've come since then. What aspects of agriculture intrigue you the most? Wooden gears and machines were game changers in early industrial processes. They played a crucial role in increasing efficiency and productivity. Here's how. Dot 1. Mechanical advantage. Wooden gears allowed for the transfer of motion and force, making tasks like milling grain or sawing wood much easier. 2. Water mills. These used wooden gears to harness water power, revolutionizing grain processing and other tasks. It was like an early form of renewable energy. 3. Textile production. Wooden machines, like looms, helped in weaving fabrics more efficiently, supporting the growth of textile industries. 4. Construction. Wooden scaffolding and cranes made it possible to build larger structures, pushing architectural boundaries. It's amazing how these innovations laid the groundwork for future technological advancements. If you could invent a wooden machine, what would it be? Wood played a significant role in the early construction of defensive structures. Here's how. 1. Palisades. Early civilizations often built wooden palisades, tall fences made of sharpened logs, to protect their settlements from invaders. 2. Watchtowers. Wooden watchtowers were constructed to provide a vantage point for spotting approaching threats, enhancing security. 3. Fortifications. Many fortresses included wooden components, like gates and barriers, which were easier to construct and repair compared to stone. 4. Mobility. Wooden structures could be built more quickly, allowing communities to adapt to threats and changing circumstances. Wood was a practical choice for defense, combining accessibility with effectiveness. It's fascinating to think about how these early strategies shaped the security of communities. If you could design your own fortification, what unique features would you include? Wood was essential in early fire-making techniques. Here's how it was used. 1. Firewood. Obviously, wood was the primary fuel source for building and maintaining fires for cooking, warmth, and protection. 2. Fire drills. Early humans used wooden sticks and a base to create friction, generating heat and eventually sparks to ignite tinder. 3. Bow drill. This more advanced technique involved a wooden bow to rotate a spindle, creating enough friction to start a fire more efficiently. 4. Tinder. Soft, dry wood fibers were often used as tinder to catch sparks and help start a fire quickly. Fire was a game changer for early humans, and wood played a crucial role in that. It's amazing how something so simple could have such a big impact on survival and development. Do you enjoy camping or outdoor activities that involve fire? It can be such a cozy experience. Wood held deep symbolic meanings in early religions and rituals. Here are a few key aspects. 1. Life and growth. Trees were often seen as symbols of life, growth, and fertility, connecting the earth and the heavens. 2. Sacred spaces. Many cultures used wooden structures, like altars and temples, to create sacred spaces for worship and rituals. 3. Offerings. Wooden items, such as carved figurines or totems, were often used as offerings to deities, representing devotion and connection. 4. Ritual tools. Wooden staffs, masks, and other ceremonial objects played important roles in rituals, symbolizing power, protection, or spiritual journeys. Wood's natural beauty and connection to life made it a powerful symbol in early spiritual practices. It's interesting to think about how materials can carry such meaning. Do you have a favorite ritual or tradition that resonates with you? Wood was a vital medium in early art, sculpture, and decoration. Here's how it was used. 1. Sculpture. Many early cultures carved wooden figures and totems, often representing deities, ancestors, or animals. These sculptures held cultural and spiritual significance. 2. Decorative arts wood was used to create intricate carvings for furniture, tools, and architectural elements, adding beauty and detail to everyday items. 3. Religious art, wooden altars, and ritual objects were often beautifully decorated, serving both functional and aesthetic purposes in religious practices. 4. Storytelling. Wooden masks and puppets were used in performances and storytelling, conveying cultural narratives and traditions. Wood's versatility and warmth made it a favorite among early artists. It's fascinating how art can express so much about a culture. Do you have a favorite art form or style that inspires you? Ancient cultures crafted a variety of wooden instruments that played significant roles in their music and rituals. Here are some examples. 1. Flutes. Many ancient civilizations created wooden flutes, which were often made from hollowed out branches or carved wood, producing beautiful melodies. 2. Drums. Wooden frames were used to create drums covered with animal skins, providing rhythm for dances and ceremonies. 3. String instruments. Early string instruments, like harps and lutes, had wooden bodies and necks, allowing for rich, resonant sounds. 4. Rattles and shakers. Wooden rattles filled with seeds or small stones were used in rituals and celebrations, adding percussion to music. These instruments were not only for entertainment, but also played vital roles in cultural expression and community bonding. Music is such a universal language. Do you play any instruments or have a favorite type of music? Wood had a significant influence on early mythologies and folklore in several ways. 1. Sacred trees. Many cultures revered specific trees as sacred, believing they were homes to spirits or gods. These trees often appeared in myths and stories, symbolizing life and connection to the divine. 2. Creation myths. Wood was sometimes featured in creation stories, representing the material from which life emerged. For instance, some myths describe humans being created from wood or trees. 3. Symbolic characters. Wooden objects like totems or carved figures often represented important characters in folklore, embodying traits or teachings central to the culture. 4. Nature spirits. Folklore frequently included spirits or beings associated with forests and trees, highlighting the relationship between humans and nature. Wood's presence in these narratives helped shape cultural identities and values. It's fascinating how nature can inspire such rich storytelling. Do you have a favorite myth or story that resonates with you? Wooden writing materials, like tablets, played a crucial role in early record keeping. Here's how they shaped it. 1. Durability. Wooden tablets were more durable than other materials, allowing for long-lasting records of transactions, laws, and stories. 2. Ease of use. Early scribes could carve or inscribe information into the soft wood, making it a practical choice for writing. 3. Standardization. The use of wooden tablets helped standardize record-keeping practices, leading to more organized systems of administration and communication. 4. Cultural transmission. These tablets preserved important cultural knowledge, laws, and literature, allowing future generations to learn from the past. Wooden writing materials laid the groundwork for more advanced forms of record keeping, like papyrus and parchment. It's amazing to think about how writing evolved. Do you enjoy writing or journaling? It can be such a great way to express thoughts and feelings. Deforestation had a significant impact on early civilizations in several ways. 1. Resource depletion. As forests were cleared for agriculture and settlement, communities faced shortages of wood for fuel, construction, and tools. 2. Soil erosion. The removal of trees led to soil erosion, reducing agricultural productivity and making it harder to sustain crops. 3. Climate change. Deforestation contributed to local climate changes, affecting rainfall patterns and temperatures, which could harm food security. 4. Biodiversity loss. The destruction of forests led to a decline in plant and animal species, impacting ecosystems and the resources available for hunting and gathering. 5. Cultural changes. Many early societies had deep spiritual connections to forests. Deforestation could disrupt these beliefs and practices, altering cultural identities. The consequences of deforestation were profound, often leading to societal challenges and shifts. It's a reminder of the delicate balance between human needs and environmental health. What are your thoughts on sustainable practices today? It's so important to find ways to protect our planet. Early practices for managing forest resources included several sustainable techniques. 1. Selective logging. Communities often practice selective logging, taking only certain trees while leaving others to maintain the ecosystem. 2. Shifting cultivation. Some societies used a method called shifting cultivation, where they would clear a section of forest for agriculture, then allow it to regenerate before moving to a new area. 3. Controlled burning. Controlled burns were used to clear underbrush and promote the growth of new plants, which helped maintain healthy forests. 4. Sacred groves. Many cultures designated certain areas of forest as sacred, protecting them from exploitation and allowing ecosystems to thrive. 5. Community stewardship. Early societies often had communal rules for resource use, ensuring that everyone had a stake in preserving the forest for future generations. These practices reflect a deep understanding of the importance of forests for survival and cultural identity. It's interesting to see how ancient wisdom can inform modern sustainability efforts. Do you have any favorite eco-friendly practices you like to follow? Climate and geography played a crucial role in determining the types of wood available to early people in several ways. 1. Climate zones. Different climates support various tree species. For example, tropical regions have hardwoods like mahogany, while temperate zones have softwoods like pine. 2. Soil types. The fertility of the soil influences what types of trees can grow. Rich, well-drained soils support diverse forests, while poorer soils may limit tree growth. 3. Elevation and topography. Higher elevations often have different tree species due to cooler temperatures and harsher conditions, affecting what wood was accessible. 4. Water availability. Proximity to rivers and lakes can support lush forests, while arid regions may have sparse vegetation, limiting wood resources. 5. Natural disasters. Events like floods, fires, or storms can shape forest composition, affecting the types of wood available for use. These factors influence not only the materials available for tools and construction, but also the cultural practices surrounding wood. It's fascinating how nature shapes human experiences. Do you have a favorite type of wood or a wooden item that holds special meaning for you? I really enjoyed our chat. You always bring such interesting questions to the table. Take care of yourself, and I can't wait to catch up again soon. Goodbye for now.